Football is a sport that often produces moments of pure magic, instances where players defy expectations, push their limits, and achieve the seemingly impossible. From last-minute heroics to overcoming insurmountable odds, these moments leave fans in awe. But some of these feats stand out not only because they were incredible, but because they were increasingly impossible as they unfolded. Here are some of the most heroic moments in football history, each more mind-blowing than the last. Number 1. Steven Gerrard's last-minute thunderbolt, 2006 FA Cup Final. The 2006 FA Cup Final between Liverpool and West Ham was already a thriller when Steven Gerrard produced one of the most heroic moments in football. With Liverpool trailing 3-2 and the clock ticking down to stoppage time, Gerrard unleashed an astonishing 35-yard strike into the bottom corner, equalizing in the dying moments. It was a moment of pure leadership and determination, forcing the game into extra time, where Liverpool would eventually win on penalties. The difficulty of scoring from that distance, under pressure, makes it one of football's great heroic moments. Number 2. Lionel Messi's solo goal against Getafe, 2007. Scoring a goal like Diego Maradona's legendary 1986 World Cup solo effort is nearly impossible. But in 2007, a young Lionel Messi did just that. Playing for Barcelona in the Copa del Rey, Messi picked up the ball near the halfway line, dribbled past 5 Getafe defenders, and slotted the ball past the keeper. The sheer level of close control, speed, and balance required to pull off such a run was beyond belief, solidifying Messi's place as one of football's greatest talents. Number 3. Troy Deeney's 97th-minute promotion playoff goal, 2013. Watford vs Leicester City in the 2013 Championship playoff semi-final produced one of the most improbable sequences in football history. Leicester had won a penalty in the 96th minute, and a goal would have sent them to the final. However, goalkeeper Manuel Almunia made an incredible double save, and Watford immediately launched a counter-attack. Within seconds, Troy Deeney found himself in the opposition box, smashing home the winning goal in the 97th minute. The transition from almost certain defeat to an astonishing victory in mere moments was nothing short of miraculous. Number 4. Alisson Becker's last-minute goal, 2021. Goalkeeper scoring goals is already a rarity, but Liverpool's Alisson Becker made history in 2021 when he became the first goalkeeper in the club's history to score a competitive goal. With Liverpool's Champions League hopes on the line, Alisson went forward for a last-minute corner against West Bromwich Albion. Rising above everyone, he produced a stunning header into the top corner, securing a 2-1 win. The difficulty of a goalkeeper scoring a last-minute header in such a crucial match makes this moment one of football's most improbable feats. Number 5. Greece winning Euro 2004. Greece entered Euro 2004 as one of the least likely teams to win the tournament. With no major footballing pedigree, they were expected to be eliminated early. However, they defied the odds, beating host Portugal in the final with a lone goal from Angelos Charistides. Their defensive resilience and teamwork made this victory one of the most unbelievable achievements in football history. For an underdog team to go all the way and win an international tournament was an impossible dream come true. Number 6. Liverpool's miracle comeback in Istanbul, 2005 Champions League Final. Being 3-0 down at halftime in a Champions League final is usually a death sentence, but Liverpool defied logic in 2005. Facing a dominant AC Milan side, Liverpool scored 3 goals in 6 minutes early in the second half, forcing extra time. Then, goalkeeper Jerzy Dudek produced an iconic double save in the penalty shootout to help Liverpool win the Champions League. Overcoming such a deficit on the biggest stage was nothing short of legendary. Number 7. Leicester City winning the Premier League, 2015-16. If you had placed a bet at the start of the 2015-16 season on Leicester City winning the Premier League, the odds were 5,000 to 1. A club that had barely avoided relegation the previous season went on to outclass giants like Manchester City, Manchester United, and Chelsea. Led by Jamie Vardy's goal-scoring heroics and N'Golo Kante's midfield dominance, Leicester's triumph was not only a heroic feat but arguably the most impossible achievement in modern football history. Number 8. Diego Maradona's hand of God and goal of the century, 1986 World Cup. In a single match against England, Diego Maradona produced 2 of the most historic goals in football. The first, the infamous hand of God, was an illegal handball goal that somehow went unnoticed by officials. Just minutes later, he scored the goal of the century, dribbling past 5 England players before slotting the ball into the net. While the first goal was controversial, the second showcased a level of skill so extraordinary that it seemed otherworldly. Pulling off two historic moments in a single game is an impossible feat that may never be repeated. Number 9. Sergio Ramos' 93rd minute equalizer, 2014 Champions League final. Real Madrid were moments away from defeat in the 2014 Champions League final against Atletico Madrid. As the clock hit 93 minutes, Madrid trailed 1-0. Then, Sergio Ramos rose above the Atletico defense to power in a header, equalizing in the dying seconds. This moment changed everything, as Real Madrid went on to win 4-1 in extra time, securing their long-awaited La Decima, their 10th Champions League title. The pressure of scoring such a goal with mere seconds left made this an almost impossible moment to witness. Number 10. Brazil's 7-1 humiliation of Germany, 2014 World Cup semifinal. Some moments in football seem too outrageous to believe, and the 2014 World Cup semifinal between Brazil and Germany was one of them. When the tournament began, Brazil were among the favorites to win, boasting a squad filled with talent and playing on home soil in front of passionate fans. However, their journey took a tragic turn before the semifinal when their star player, Neymar, suffered a serious injury in the quarterfinal against Colombia, ruling him out for the rest of the tournament. To make matters worse, Captain Thiago Silva was suspended, leaving Brazil without two of their most important players. Still, few could have predicted the absolute destruction that was about to take place. From the very start of the match, Germany displayed their intent, moving the ball with precision and ruthlessness. Within just 11 minutes, Thomas Müller found the back of the net, giving Germany an early lead. What followed next was one of the most unbelievable sequences in football history. In the span of just 6 minutes, Germany scored 4 more goals, completely dismantling Brazil's defense. Miroslav Klose broke the all-time World Cup scoring record with his 16th goal in the competition, while Toni Kroos and Sami Khedira added to Brazil's humiliation. By the time the first half ended, Germany were leading 5-0, and the home crowd inside the Estadio Mineiro was in complete shock. Many fans were in tears, unable to comprehend what was unfolding before their eyes. Number 11. Barcelona's 6-1 remontada against PSG, 2017 Champions League. Overturning a 4-goal deficit in the Champions League knockout stage, almost unheard of. But Barcelona pulled off the impossible against Paris Saint-Germain in 2017 in one of the most dramatic and breathtaking comebacks in football history. After losing the first leg 4-0 in Paris, their chances of qualification seemed virtually non-existent. No team had ever overturned such a deficit in the history of the competition. But against all odds, Barcelona produced a performance for the ages at the Camp Nou. From the very first whistle, the Catalan giants attacked with relentless energy. Luis Suarez opened the scoring in the 3rd minute, sparking belief among the home fans. An own goal by PSG's Layvin Kurzawa made it 2-0 before Lionel Messi converted a penalty early in the second half to bring the aggregate score to 4-3. At that moment, it felt like the impossible was within reach. However, a devastating away goal from Edinson Cavani in the 62nd minute appeared to shatter Barcelona's hopes, as they now needed 3 more goals to advance. With time running out, Neymar took control of the match in a way rarely seen before. In the 88th minute, he curled in a stunning free kick to make it 4-1. Just 2 minutes later, he confidently converted a penalty, making it 5-1 on the night. The atmosphere inside the Camp Nou was electric, but Barcelona still needed 1 more goal to complete the comeback. Football has given us countless unforgettable moments, but some stand out because they push the limits of possibility. From last-minute goals to overcoming the longest odds, these heroic feats remind us why we love the beautiful game. Each of these moments seemed impossible at the time, yet they became reality, forever etched in football history. The question remains, what impossible moment will football deliver next?